All right, now before we get started, let me ask you, Chris, do you mind if I take some notes? And the reason why is any information you share with me, I just want to make sure that everything you say is accurate because it's very important. Is that cool?
Yes, cool.
All right. So, Chris, let me ask you, man, are you looking for something for business or for personal use?
It's going to be a toy.
A toy?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say toy, meaning what?
I'm going to build it.
So you're going to build it?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to buy a new vehicle to build?
Yeah, I want a new car.
Oh,
I want V8 with the other things.
Okay, so help me understand better because I know you said a toy and then you
Yeah.
said build and we're talking about new. So to make sure, because sometimes my comprehension level could be a little off. So help me understand what it is you're saying. So are you looking to buy something new to tear it down to rebuild it? Or are you looking to buy something new as a toy?
Sort of new for pleasure.
For pleasure. Okay, so will you be riding in it?
Yes.
Will it be a daily driver?
No.
Okay, how often do you think you'll be using it?
Probably about 10,000 miles a year.
10,000 miles. And what type of things would you plan on doing with it?
Drag racing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. So, I mean, how long you been racing, brother?
Actually, I just wanted to start doing this. This
Really?
is my new hobby.
And what made you get into that? Watching Dale Earnhardt Jr. or what?
No, my buddy took me up to the track, and I was saying, this is cool.
And the speed just got to you?
Yeah.
Was it the smell of the rubber? What was it that got you?
The adrenaline rush.
The adrenaline rush? Did you actually get in the car or was it the adrenaline rush standing on the side watching?
No, my buddy drives. He races too. So.
He let you in the car?
Mm-hmm.
How fast did you guys get up to?
About 120 miles an hour.
Okay, so where do y'all race at out here?
Out here in Holt.
Really?
There's an 8-mile track.
Oh, sweet. So let me ask you, so you're looking for a toy. You want to get out there, you're going to be doing some drag racing in it.
Yeah.
Is there any money on the line with those races or y'all pay for pink slips? Race for pink slips?
No, there's no money yet.
No money?
I'm not ready for that yet.
But y'all not racing for slips either?
No.
Okay, all right.
This ain't pinks. We're good. I ain't trying to lose my car one day.
Man, not only that, I mean, for somebody like yourself, really, I just want to say my hat's off to you. Not too many people can come in here and even consider buying a new vehicle as a toy that they're going to get out there and race it. So it says a lot about you. What type of work do you do?
Me? I'm in real estate.
Real estate, really?
Yeah.
You buy, sell, build?
I remodel homes.
Remodel, okay. How long you been doing that?
About 5 years.
What made you get into remodeling homes, man? Was that something you thought about as a kid, or did you kind of evolve that as a man? Did you go to school for that?
I started doing construction, doing duct work, AC work, all kinds of stuff, and then I decided, I did commercial buildings. I decided to go into residential areas, and then that's when I got my certifications to do real estate and remodel homes and design and stuff like that.
Now that's awesome. Now, any of the commercial properties that you did, anything that I'd be familiar with?
I did a lot of things on the Air Force Base, all the dorms over there on Eglin and a few other up in Alabama and Georgia.
You know it, again, for somebody like yourself to take your skill, your services, and your time to give back to our men and women of the armed forces, my hat is off to you. I'll shake your hand again for that, brother. So as far as with this particular vehicle, okay, are you looking for a light, medium, or dark color vehicle for you to get out there and tear the guys up on the track?
I want some kind of crazy color. I want,
Crazy color? Now, knowing
green, orange.
So kind of a metallic?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a metallic. So that would be considered light all the way through dark. You just be comfortable as long as it blends. Right?
Yeah, as long as it is outstanding, stands out. I don't want a black or a white. Some plain Jane. I want green.
Something in the mix.
Orange.
How'd you come up with a mixed combination like that for your plan?
So I drive a green truck. I drive a lime green Ram.
Really?
So,
Now let me ask you a question about that Ram, because I get a lot of questions on that. People asking, what year is your Ram?
my Ram's 17.
Really? Are you interested in selling that, Chris? Because I get a lot of people asking, and they may be interested in buying that from you. You looking to sell that?
No.
Really? Okay.
No, that's my daily driver.
Okay.
That's why I tow a trailer with.
Oh, really? So to and from the sites and whatnot?
Yeah.
Do you own the company or do you work for the company?
No, I own the company.
Really? You owned it for 5 years? How many employees do you have?
Just me and my brother.
Wow. So it's a family business.
Yeah.
How big is your family?
About 5 people.
Really?
Me, my brother, my dad, cousin. We can all do it right here, local in Preston.
Wow. Now, as far as that's your family, and what about your immediate family? Anybody in the household that may be coming out to check you out at the drag races, or you kind of just out there running free as a single man?
No, just my fiance.
Fiance, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thinking about popping that question soon?
No, not yet.
How long y'all been together?
3 years.
3 years. What's her name?
Kristen.
Kristen. Now you know that. You know what they say. Everything happens in threes. And after 3 years, she gonna be asking you to put that ring on her finger, especially if you're gonna be out there potentially risking your life on that track. What you know what I'm saying? When you think about doing that anytime soon?
When the time's right.
And as far as children, you and Christian fortunate enough to have any children, or did you have any?
We have 2 little girls.
Really? What's their name?
But we don't have any kids together from both previously.
But still, though, just bringing them together, the family is the family. What's your daughter's name?
Jaylee.
Jaylee?
Mm-hmm.
And what's her daughter's name?
Kylie.
Jaylee and Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
How old are they?
One's 4, one's 10.
Wow. Are they pretty close?
They're actually very, very close.
Okay. Do they ever hang out with dad and or mom and go to any of the construction sites or anything? Just kind of put their little hard hats on?
My house is being remodeled as well.
Really?
We just got done remodeling the kitchen.
So are you doing that work yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Man, what is that like to be able to handle your own remodels and do all that yourself without having to do what somebody like me who doesn't have the skills that you have, that has to pay somebody to get that done?
It's fun. I mean, you gotta enjoy your job. And that's what I love. I'm a handyman. I love doing things. Working with my hands. Just watching something come from nothing to something is the biggest change. Seeing something change is the greatest feeling.
My hat is off to you. What did you do prior to that?
Prior to any
To starting your construction company?
I just worked at a local gas station.
Wow, that's a huge transition in job.
Someone just offered me a job one day. I said, I'll try it, and that's when I started doing all that.
So you went from the local gas station to working the job, and so when did you start the company?
Like I said, about 5 years ago, I just kind of started doing side works, develop enough money, and then I started doing promote myself, putting myself out there.
So stepping out of the gas station, how long did you work for somebody else building up the side money?
I worked with this company called Samson Construction, and then we did, like I said, all duct work, AC work, electrical work, all kinds of stuff.
How long did you do that?
For about 2 years.
For about 2 years. So in actuality, you've been in the business for 5.
Mm-hmm.
You worked for somebody for 2, but you've been independent for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Still commendable. People like you help stimulate small business, big time. So let me ask you this: as far as is there anybody else? And you find something that's got that metallic color, you're gonna get it out there on that track. It look good. It goes fast. Who else is gonna be helping you make a decision on what's the best vehicle for you to drag racing?
No one, because even though I have a fiance, but we've already talked about everything. We've been looking for about a year, 6 months now.
So she knows where you are right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows what I'm doing.
So you are the judge and the jury.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent, commendable. They say happy wife, happy life. Every man is nice.
She has what she wants already.
She's a good man. You're doing it the right way.
I bought the house first.
Smart move. Let me ask you a question. As far as on your vehicle that you're going to be racing, what particular features you might have in your Ram, or that you just say, Brian, for this thing to do what I needed to do, I needed to have this? What particular features or things included on the vehicle would you say, man, I need to have this in order for me to be competitive?
I want the biggest V8. I don't need the Hellcat motor, because I've been doing my research. I don't need the Hellcat motor, but I don't want the 5.7. I want something with the 6.4 liter, and I'll be completely happy with that.
Okay. And I heard you say research. Again, kudos to you. I wish more people would jump online, do some research before they came in. It will make it that much smoother. So talking to somebody that's intelligent, that knows what's going on, makes this a lot easier for you. Any other need that you can think about that you say, man, I got to have this in there?
I don't need a whole lot of features. I do like the 8.4 screen, because even though I'll be dragging this more often, but I still want to take it on the road.
Yeah, going
for me and my lady to go out on a date, whatever.
Yeah.
But cloth is fine. I don't need anything crazy inside. If it has leather, great. If it don't, that's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, going 120, 140, 160 miles an hour. I don't know how much time you'd have to actually look at the TV screen, but still having it there is good for sure. Now you plan on really spicing this thing up, throwing some NOS on there and whatnot to get it where it goes up. What type of renovations do you plan on doing it to be competitive?
Of course, exhaust and then new cams.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like nitrous. Nitrous is too much pressure for me. It scares me a little bit. But maybe a supercharger on there as well. But I do like the bigger motor just because of how big it is. The horsepower. I think if you build something, you can get a little more horsepower than something coming out.
No, most definitely. Now, those were the needs, right? Mm-hmm. And what would you say, Brian, for kicks and giggles? Not even sure if this is possible, but if you could wave a wand and you can get something that you wanted on there, what would that be?
I do like the whole heating and cold seats thing.
Yes, that's cool. Now, I can see the benefit of that.
It's hot.
Yeah.
And it's hot and then it gets cold.
Yeah. Most of my customers came in and bought that same vehicle, just like you. Being in Florida, their biggest thing was heated and cooling seats. As a matter of fact, one person I knew made a decision to buy a vehicle that we had. It was a pre-owned, strictly because it had heated and cooling cup holders. Mm-hmm. So that way when they didn't want to drink, if they couldn't finish their coffee in 15 minutes, it stayed warm. If they didn't drink their pop in 15 minutes and the ice melted, it still stayed cool. So again, man that knows what he wants. Anything else that you would pick up on if you waved that magic wand?
No, not really. Okay. Just like, I want the LED lighting and everything like that. It's pretty cool.
When is the next time that the races are going to be taking place? The one that you may consider being in?
I don't know when I want to race, and I want to practice and start developing, a side hobby and having a good time with it. So whenever I feel comfortable, that I'm ready to put on the slicks and go. But I really want to start working on a project. The reason why I don't want to pre-own because I don't know how the person doing it before.
But I totally get it, especially if you're going to be out there, you don't want to, pick up somebody else's problems whatsoever. Now, how soon do you think you're going to start practicing and getting your skills right?
If I leave out of this thing today, it's my weekends, my day off, I'm going to drive out there today and see what I can do.
Okay. I mean, just as far as with the vehicle without, you want to get started practicing as quickly as possible. Yeah. Okay. Totally get it. I get that. Now, as far as your monthly budget, now, most of the people I deal with that have come in just like you, looking for a vehicle for whatever particular reason, they share with me, which I really do appreciate. They said that, Brian, when we came in, we had a specific monthly budget in mind that they were looking to, stay around or hoping to stay around. But when they drove home, they ended up spending a little bit extra because the vehicle bought them far more in value that they had never noticed and provided them with real hard cash savings. Okay? So what type of monthly budget are you hoping to stay around?
I really don't have a monthly budget. I know that I don't want to go too high, so probably about 60, 70,000. I'd be happy with
60, 70,000
for the total price of the car.
Total price of the car, excellent. And as far as with $60,000, $70,000, I totally get that. And just like my other customers, they had a specific monthly budget, at least trying to stay around, because nobody knows your budget like you. So give me some type of range. Where are you hoping to keep your monthly budget around?
$800-900 a month.
$800-900 a month. And as far as on your RAM, how much are your payments on that?
Well, I own that.
Really? What were your payments previously?
$901.
Really? How'd you get them so low?
I took it so low. I thought they were pretty high.
Man, you should
hear some really short term.
You should hear some of the things I hear from other people. So pat yourself on the back because those are fairly good right there. And as far as your initial investment, now let me explain. Most lenders, what they've been asking of people today is they like to see a 20%. Now we're realists, and I know that can be challenging for a lot of people. 20% of a $60,000, $70,000 vehicle. So, what type of initial investment were you hoping or felt comfortable making?
I can do up to about $10,000 down.
Okay. Now, as far as anything else that you feel would be important for me to know that, as far as with selecting your option, is there anything else that's important to you that you feel is important that I should know? No. Okay. Well, here's what I like to do, Chris. I'm going to recap this with you real quick just to make sure we're on the same page. You're going to be getting out there. You're going to be drag racing, ripping it up. Not for the money yet or the pink slip, but you want to get your practice on first, and preferably as quick as possible. You're looking for a metallic type of color or just something that combines different colorations when the light hits it. So we're ranging from light to dark, in essence. As far as you're looking for heated and cooling seats, you like the V8, the 6.4 liter engine. The LED lights, you really did like those. Okay, you like to see those on the vehicle. And the 8.4 inch screen that hopefully you won't be watching while you're riding on the road. But if you're sitting up relaxing, or if you already got your fiance Kristen in the car, or you got Jaylee or Kylie in the car, they can at least watch it and enjoy it. Your monthly budget, you're looking to stay $900. And as far as your initial investment, $10,000. Okay. Is there anything else that I may have missed that you'd like to add on?
It needs to be a standard. I'm sorry.
Standard?
It needs to be a standard.
Okay, gotcha. Anything else?
That's it.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, because I know as you saw we had several options, but based on the description you gave, I believe we may have the exact charge out there for you. But here's what I want to do, because before I start telling you about it, getting you all excited, I want to go make sure it's still available because I do know we had a couple people asking about it this morning, and I wanted to get you all excited and then come to find out that somebody's already staked claim to it. So I'm going to go check on that. I'm also going to get with my manager. I just want to make sure that any information, any questions that I may have, that they're answered to make this the best option available for you. In the meantime, would you like any coffee or water?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to go get the vehicle if it's available. I'm going to get it pulled around for you and I to step out and look at it. Let me do this. Since we're going out to look at it, I'm going to get a copy of your driver's license. That way, if you like it, we want to take it for a quick spin. We don't have to come all the way back in to get that done, okay? Let me get a copy of your driver's license. I'm going to run out there and get that done.